wonder she had such a strained relationship with this
After
house.
Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close.
I would feel kind of bitter
They
too.
both lost a lot.
I say. Divorce.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening.
Well,
but
she
you
got
never
out
could
of
see it.
there.
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Okay, so this is the baby. Oh, Gregory. First of all, again, this is a freaking baby in a bathtub.
Hand over, Gregory. It's time to.
Oh,
Hold on, sweetie.
what?
Hello?
Come on. You left your
Sam,
baby
I
in a
don't
bathtub alone with the door closed.
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like.
Give me that one. Yeah. Hello, Mr. Duckies.
He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was he saw.
He also had an affinity for classical music. I'm trying to get up there. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Oh, okay, so they just did it for me. Oh, so it's something up here. Oh, I gotta get the guys up there. Come on! Oh, yeah. Mr. Frog.
Everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Why did you keep closing the door on him?
I wish he could have told us
Like, come on now.
about the world he saw.
And it's hot water at that. Well,
There's so much I don't understand.
well.
About everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault.
I don't know.
sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay.
Wow.
Love, Sam.
Why you put the frog in it? Very inappropriate. Ah. Okay. Yeah, it looked like Kay is the only one who survived. Man, this place is elaborate.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Well, I also noticed that their words seem to come back and eat them. Literally. Look how pretty this is, though.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I know.
Can I see the wedding at least?
You may kiss the bride.
Oh, look at that. It's so pretty. It's just so atmospheric. Can y'all hurry up with this wedding? Can I grab this? What am I supposed to do? What's over here? Oh.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Wow. Die as you lived, a little punk. Screw you, Dad.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Okay. So they're in a tent. I'm still out here in the rain, flying a kite. Let's all fly a kite high. Wait, I don't know the words. From Mary Poppins. Oh, here they are. Let's go. Uh-oh. No
Rain came down in
bueno.
buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Once again, at this point, you force your kid into the tent.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
But your kid is out there flying a kite. You didn't think about this?
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Also, another pattern in this family. They
She
don't
never
seem to
talked
pay
about
attention
me.
to nobody.
Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Look, even this picture, he's like, "Screw you, Dad. I got a mohawk." He also has a very satanic looking picture right there. Okay. Moving along. Guess he was into rock and roll. Not this door. This door is sealed. She had time to seal all these doors. Huh, be a baby. I wish.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Look at this. She was very much into India, where helping hands create safe places. So she was very hooked on India. Very pretty though. These are very pretty colors. Look at that. Very pretty. Very comfy actually.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Sanjay. Oh, they're in front of the Taj Mahal. See, I've been to India before, but I always said I wanted to wait until I am married or with someone I truly love before I go to the Taj Mahal. So I did not go to the Taj Mahal. I'm waiting for that special day. Let's see.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
She didn't waste no time.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. And to see kids in the house again.
Ooh, we've got ourselves a little garden. Lewis, Milton has something that's an Easter egg. And Edith has nothing? There's something right here, but I can't really figure out what that is. It's like people?
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
So who's building upon this place? Because this was obviously built up.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
So we went to school here?
But it didn't last.
To teach and to learn. Okay, so she's a teacher and she taught her kids. Ooh, this is very important. Observe, question, research, hypothesis, experiment, data, conclusion. The scientific method. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I've already known about that. Edith Finch. The curse. Oh!
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Nice. Is this the only way in? Okay, so this is an Easter egg.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
So, there's a game called The Unfinished Swan, right? So, as we're about to find out, he may have actually gone there. There he is, Milton.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Uh-huh. Okay, let's go. The music, though. That was it.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
So, as I said, apparently, and I don't know if it's been confirmed, I gotta look at that, but apparently in The Unfinished Swan, which is a video game that came out before this, there is a king in this world that looks just like this black and white stuff. And it's actually, I believe, this. And this king, I don't know if he was like a bad guy or I don't know. I never played it. But they're saying that he didn't actually die, Milton, that he actually went to this magical world. Now, of course, that would also make things a little bit icky or kind of different in this game, because that would mean reality no longer matters. It's all about the fantasy and magic. If he can go to some, you know, like Narnia or something. But I don't know. Maybe I should play that game just to figure it out. But with that being said, we are done with Milton's story.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
That music, though.
Whatever Milton had found in the house.
So pretty.
Mom didn't want it getting out.
Yeah, was it like a secret door to another world? Oh, that was a dead end. It's funny because I would love to find the music for this, like the soundtrack, but this game, honestly, the music goes along with the world and the environment.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
Why would she blame Edie?
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Let's look inside.
Everyone
This
was told
room
him
is
to
cool.
stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
He was, wait, he was 22. Let me see, how old was I? I won't say out loud. How old was I? Okay, so 22. Yeah. I'm around that age bracket. I'll put it that way. Where do I go? This room is fantastic.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Weed. I love all this neon stuff. It's so cool. How are the lights still working though? Oh, look, he had a PlayStation.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Well. Wait a minute. Why didn't they have Sanjay's last name? Why is it Finch? Even Dawn didn't have her husband's last name.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander.
Uh-huh. Oh, look.
I asked him to describe it.
Oh my god, it's like I'm doing two
He
things.
said he started small,
Oh,
imagining a labyrinth.
this is actually pretty genius. Wait. It's like you're doing two things at once. Yes, I'm moving both.
He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats
Ew.
and toads.
Where am I going? This way? Yeah.
And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had
Yeah, this
hoped
is such
he'd
a
find himself.
mundane job. I probably was spaced out too, but not to this degree. This is a little bad. A lot of bad.
But he found something more.
Ooh, we're playing an RPG.
I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery,
Are there any fish?
I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee.
Yeah, a
Methodical,
zombie.
tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
That's because he wasn't paying attention anymore.
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city, Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then
Wow.
he made musicians.
Notice that it's getting bigger and bigger the more I get into it, which means I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
Hey, I like this beat. Look at the little
He no longer
headless
spoke
fish.
at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering.
This is why it's important
became
to
a game
do what you
thing.
love. Because if not, you end up just in this mundane, like, you're basically a zombie. You're living dead.
conquer
You're
a
just
city, then
going
immediately
about the
push on.
motions, but you're not there mentally anymore. Follow your
New
dreams.
Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality.
Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Yes, I'm still controlling both.
Minneapolis. until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
And no one
Even
seemed to
as
notice?
his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a
well,
handsome
obviously.
queen.
What? Why wasn't it handsome prince and beautiful queen?
The queen was on her own quest for
Let's go with the rainbows.
radiant rainbows.
Oh, well.
He followed the sound of
Oh,
rain.
come on. There. Oh, I'm not paying attention. Her sitar, he's half Indian.
Electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
Okay.
Even then, his logic remained sound.
Here's that handsome queen I wanted.
He knew the world was all in his
Look,
imagination.
it's completely taken over.
But he was so
Ooh, look at
proud
those
of
doors.
having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
Wow. This is, see, now he should have been like a video game creator or a writer or a comic book writer or, I mean,
For
something.
someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
I mean, even though he still could have done this job, but at least he would have had something to focus on
My
in his
imagination
spare
was
time
as real as
and
my
stay
body,
focused, you know?
told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Oh, I get the little door? Why is there blood everywhere? He also smokes a lot of weed. Let's also take that into account. He was very high.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
I'm assuming that's me.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Yep, Finch. Can I take over my own body? No? So, also, this lady is a terrible therapist.
I still thought I could save him.
Oh, I had to go up here. Wow.
Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
They're all faceless. Do I get to marry the handsome
including
queen?
wise
Look at the cat!
Insisted on inviting him.
Oh, that is creepy. Look at him. He's bobbing his head. What? Oh, it's Molly. That's even creepier. Why does this remind me of Titanic? The end of Titanic.
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
Wow. A guillotine. Oh.
Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Oh, wow. You suck, Dr. Emily Newth. She should have done more.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Poor dude. All right. Are you depressed much yet? Like, this story really does get dark. Like, wow.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I
Well, your
understand
mom
why
thought
we
the
left.
house was cursed. Yeah.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Your mom lost a lot. What's this? Sanjay Kumar. Oh yeah, why aren't they Edith Kumar and Louis Kumar and Milton Kumar and Don Kumar? Like, why are they Finch? Why does he kind of look like M. Night Shyamalan right there? No racial, I'll just say, from a distance, he kind of look like M. Night Shyamalan. But okay.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
And it's not because I feel like, oh, a woman should take a man's name. Here's why I think it should have been Kumar. If the mom felt some kind of way about her Finch last name and felt like the family was cursed, then I would think she would do everything in her power to try and distance herself from that. You know,
But it had
you
to
married
end
somebody
one
from
way or another.
India, and
All that's left now
why
is to
didn't you
tell
take his
about that
name?
last
You know, to
night.
get away from the Finch and maybe save your kids, as you thought, you know. Edith, this is my room. Wow, I have the best room. I'm a little too big for this.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
To our final night together, and all our final nights apart.
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Yeah, let me go open my gift.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance, or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
Okay.
Edith has
You
a
should have
right
talked to
know
me.
these stories.
My children are
You
dead
should-
because of your stories.
What?
I think it's
No,
best
that's not
if Edith
true.
and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Wow, you throw her in a nursing home. How terrible.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Uh-huh.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God,
Oh, so
it
it's
smelled
destiny.
awful. You know,
I'm sure.
I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Uh-huh.
I got
Now this is
turned
creepy.
around. For a while,
And
I wondered.
Edith was born in 99, right? Well, I'm a little lost. I guess I'm supposed to be.
I started seeing things.
Oh, that deer.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But
Oh,
when I
that
saw
is-
them, they felt like old friends.
A bed?
That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need.
Why does she sound like Grandmother Willow?
Edith, what are you doing in here?
Oh no, you ruined the story!
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked
No!
and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
Wow.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Wow.
After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it.
Like, why would you force her to go to a nursing home? Like, okay, she was okay without
A
you.
few years went by.
And look at this. It's so pretty.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly.
Aww.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
What did she die of?
And then I was alone.
Wow.
The last Finch left alive.
The last of the Finches. Or Kumars, or however you want to look at it.
Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes.
Am I in her stomach?
Appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Yep. Let's give birth.
This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself.
Okay, I'm coming.
But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Wow.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it.
Oh my
It's a lot to ask,
God.
but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
February 14th to January 18th. Wow, she died in childbirth. Man, what a game! The game was, it gave me goosebumps. Like, wow. It was dark, but it also was very beautiful. It was very bittersweet, I guess you could call it. Now, the thing about the game, of course, like I said, I would definitely highly recommend this game. I got it free for PlayStation Plus because I never would have thought to play this game. And I got it and I absolutely loved it. It was strange, yet it just engulfed me like it did just now. Like, I've played this game straight through. Even though I'm cutting it up for different weeks, but I did just sit down and play the entire game. It's only about 2 hours long, and it really sucks you in. Like, you really feel like you're there. You really feel the emotions of the characters. Like, yeah, definitely highly recommend. Now, my question is, and I still have questions. Now, they thought that there was a curse on the family that caused the family to keep dying. But again, Sanjay wasn't biologically a Finch. He was a Kumar. So he married into the family and then he died. But they also never said how he died. But he doesn't count in this family curse or whatever. And also, like Edith said, if you believe in this family curse, then you made it true. If you didn't believe in it, then it wasn't true. So she didn't really believe in it. And yet she died in childbirth. At 17. Mind you, she was 17. Remember, 17 years old, pregnant, and died in childbirth. That is pretty odd. You know? Like, her mom dying, you know, as unfortunate as it is, it could have just been, you know, natural. The Edie, obviously, of course, she was very old and probably heartbroken and just went ahead and died. She was not going to be taken to no nursing home. Of course, Lewis just was, I would say, depressed and high, and accidents happened. Milton, of course, that was a mystery. We don't exactly know what happened to him. Like I said, there's another game which apparently he went to, but then that also would invite magic into this game, which I don't know. There was a lot of mysterious things that happened in this game. Barbara, I think, was the biggest mystery. What exactly happened to her? Did she actually die from a serial killer, or did her boyfriend kill her, or what happened? So, yeah. The father, I think, was the saddest one to me, because he died in front of his daughter, and she literally just watched her dad fall to his death. Like, that was awful. Awful. I would never wish that on anyone. That's just the worst kind of thing to see. So yeah. I get the mom. Like, I get she just suffered so much loss that she just could not bring herself to trust any of it. She didn't want to keep, but then at the same time, she kept putting her kids, I don't want to say she kept putting her kids in situations, but like with Lewis, you should have forced him out of that job. You are not well. You're seeing a therapist. Neil Druckmann? Neil Druckmann was a playtester for this game? That's crazy. Genova Chen? Oh my god, I know these names. Genova Chen is the one who created Journey, the game we're gonna play. And probably next week? I don't know what day I'm putting this up. Wow! Neil Druckmann is the director of The Last of Us and Uncharted 4. So, wow, those were two famous names I recognized that had something to do with this game. Had no idea. Pretty deep. But yeah, that's the end. We're done with this game. I hope it didn't bring anyone's mood down. This is supposed to be a chill Sunday. It was a chill game. It really had a deep story. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for tuning in every single day. Thank you for tuning in for this. I will see you guys next week for another chill Sunday. Like I said, if it's April 19th, then we know we're playing Journey. And we'll see what Genova Chen created. A masterpiece, really. But with that being said, I will be back tomorrow for another gameplay. I love you as always. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Bye-bye.